Hey John, it's Sunday and it's currently almost 11 pm right here, right now. So I'm gonna drop dead any moment. Like, not dead, but sleep. Today is actually an important day, but I'm too lazy to just get up and show my face. But you should know this. Uh, um, Wait, I need to. Uh, Yeah, so John, as you may have noticed, I had been pretty sad for the last 2 days, and yesterday I think I spammed a lot of messages to Tortoise, but he wasn't answering back. But then he did answer today morning at 10 p.m. Uh, just at the starting time of class. And then, of course, I did not read it because it was in my mother's phone. But then I read it at like 1 something p.m., around 1 p.m., and he said that he was in his depressive phase, and that he was not in the city, and he was over to his grandpa's house. And then I said, oh thank God, because I was quite relieved that he had actually replied. No, thank God that he replied. And then I said something which made him say something. I said, I thought you ghosted me. Damn, this is bad. I should have just slept. But I couldn't actually say by lying down. So now I'm sitting up on a chair, and I'll tell you the whole story from the start, John, because that previous video was not actually like fine, but I'm still gonna upload it because everything is recorded and everything should be out there. My failures and my successes, everything. But INFPs don't think so, you know that, right? So Tortoise, I like spammed a lot of messages yesterday and he replied to none of them, so I just left with a sad face. And then in the morning I was pretty angry and pretty sad because he wasn't replying, and currently he's the only person that matters, whose messages and replies matter right now. So I just left a message. uh, I didn't left a message. I had made a week I made a weekly motto for myself: your loss, not mine. But I think I've over that now. I was actually pretty angry with my brother too, but it's okay. And then he replied at 10 a.m., just before the class start, and he said that he was over at his grandfather's house and he was in one of his depressive phases. And, I was actually very relieved that he had replied, so I said, thank God, I'm glad you replied, and I thought you ghosted me. And then I think that somewhat pissed him off, so then he said, okay, Arya, there's some things there are some things that you should know about me, okay? And then he said that he had gone to that he had been officially diagnosed by a psychiatrist for generalized anxiety disorder and OC, and he was OC. And that's actually pretty sad, and and it made me cry on the spot, John, because what I'd been faking things. Like, I wanted to have this disorder, etc., like it's exactly factitious disorder, but I did not actually have those disorders, because now I realize that I'm perfectly normal, and I'm very happy for that. Although after having been raped and realizing that it was rape, it doesn't really matter to me, because Now realize that what I had been doing was just excuses from facing situations, and in this case these situations were studies, and I'd been running away from studies, John, by by making up excuses that I was depressed, etc. But no, I was not actually depressed. I had never been diagnosed, and and the real diagnosis was what happened with tortoise John. And he and I could, and everything then became in perspective, everything came in perspective, like it was actually true what he was saying. And he and it made me cry, because there are people out there who need help, and I was actually waiting for a year to for him to open up, but then he opened up, and I think that's partially my fault, but it's okay, and I really hope he'll be fine. And I have decided that I will be there for him emotionally, physically, and however we want it, because no one deserves a life that is full of sadness and misery, because you just don't deserve it. They just don't deserve it, except serial killers. But they're humans too, and humans do, and everyone has the right to stay happy, John. And I have found my purpose in life, and I think I'll study more now, because I don't have these excuses, because I have finally realized that I'm a normal person, John, and everyone is. Now if I were to go to a psychiatrist, they'll diagnose me as perfectly normal. I'm not even a psychopath. I'm not Stacia Chop. And I was actually suggested that I ditch Stacia Chop once and for all, but I know that I'm going to relapse someday, and then I'll fall back into my old habits of having these personality disorders. So I'm not gonna give them up. I'm just embracing what I have right now, and I sure hope it lasts. This is my 11 p.m. whatever, and John, I will see you tomorrow. And tomorrow is my chemistry test, by the way, and I have not done chemical bonding at all. And there is chemical bonding, and then there is periodic table. I have done periodic table very nicely, and I have not touched chemical bonding. I hope to wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning, which I know I will not, but I can. So I'll try, John, and see you tomorrow. Keep smiling, and smile because you can, and smile because everything's gonna be all right. I also sent him a song. It was by Imagine Dragons, called Follow You, and it's been really nice. It's definitely going into my liked videos, because I like it, and and it actually and I actually managed to listen it on repeat. I listened to only some of the songs on repeat, and Follow You was one of them. The last one was Blinding Lights, but I've not actually liked it, but I think I'll like it soon in the future. John, I'll see you tomorrow.